My name is Corey Nyford. I'm one of the owners at Ruckler Arena. We had a Taylor Swift night tonight. It was an actual fantastic turnout. We're so thankful for everyone that came out, and hopefully maybe we'll be doing.
The public library held a birthday party for pop icon Taylor Swift this month. It warned that the artist will not be in attendance at this event. Still, almost 600 visitors flocked to the Central Library downtown. They danced, decorated tote bags, created fanzines, and listened to a panel of Swiftie scholars. This is a way to capitalize on people's interest in her as a cultural touchstone, said Mary Mayer, the library's manager of digital services and creative experiences. Fans write letters to Taylor Swift at TaylorCon at the Street Lewis Public Library Central Branch on Olive Street on Wednesday, December 13, 2023. The library also celebrated the musician's birthday with bracelet making, tote bags, and editing photos with Swift. Swift may have snubbed Street Lewis on her Eras tour, but Street Lewis has not snubbed her. The mere invocation of the Grammy winner's name has drawn the faithful to roller rinks, community centers, and concert venues. A laser show lit up the Ornery in October. A painting studio in Street Charles County threw a party for her birthday. And the Kirkwood Performing Arts Center is closing out the year with a musical homage on back-to-back nights, deep cuts included. The first leg of the Eras Tour is estimated to have injected $5 billion into the U.S. economy, according to market research firm Question Pro. Consumer spending has been more indicative of a milestone occasion than a standard night out, experts say. Retailers, restaurants, and hotels have basked in the afterglow. The city of Glendale, Arizona, generated more revenue from the tour's kickoff in March than when it hosted the Super Bowl 2 months earlier. If you're looking at it from a brand perspective, said Mark Mayer, a professor of marketing at Indiana University, it's like lightning in a bottle. Swift sells whether it's cake frosted in album-themed buttercream or tongue-in-cheek football jerseys. It's so next level, said Elle Epler of Dardenne Prairie, who introduced Swift wrapping paper, dozens of varieties, $12 a pop, to her salty and sweet gifts Etsy page a couple months ago. It quickly became a bestseller. Mayer explains the performer's impact to his business students by comparing it to Harry Potter or Beatlemania. This is far from the only university to cover the entertainment juggernaut. Mizzou, Harvard, and NYU, among others, are teaching Swift-related courses. There's a lot of trying to answer the question, why is this such an incredible phenomenon? Mayer said. Bracelets and shoe charms, Roxanne Prevance of Rock Hill thinks it's because the billionaire superstar has managed to stay relatable, crossing genres, and appealing to multiple generations. Prevance, an elementary school teacher, has been enamored with Swift since the 2006 release of her self-titled album. She used to play the CD on repeat in the car. Now she has fully indoctrinated her 2 kids, ages 5 and 9. Like many Street Lewis fans, Prevance traveled to catch shows this year in Chicago and Kansas City. But she also spent locally, snapping up stickers for her laptop, posters for her classroom, and a shadow box to display her collection of friendship bracelets, the adornment of choice for die-hard Swifties. Crafters in Street Lewis have stamped Swift's silhouette and song lyrics across any blank space, headbands and socks, playing cards and air fresheners, even foam clogs. Shoe charms that invoke the songwriter's totems, butterflies, karma cats, the number 13, sell for $5.50 at Creations by Chili L. Hilary Licata launched the business out of her Maryland Heights home about a year ago, but found her footing over the summer with the plastic crock pendants. Orders have been steadily rolling in since. The hype's still up, said Licata. People want them for local places that hold Taylor Swift events, said Cosgrove. She didn't come here, and we crave that experience. On a recent Friday evening, a dozen girls gathered around a long table at Whistle Stop 301 in Street Charles. They played Finish the Lyric and sipped glitter-infused Cherry 7 Ups. Mary Swiftmas Craft Night was only the third event hosted at the boutique owned by Katie Ruther. She opened the shop 3 years ago, but just finished renovating the upstairs this fall. Jessica Taylor, one of Ruther's vendors, who makes Swift ornaments and hand-painted signs, suggested the concept. Her 3 daughters are total Swifties, Taylor said. They have made 5 million bracelets at home. The oldest 14-year-old Story sells the accessories at school. It takes Story about a minute to string the beads and secure them with a knot. The young crew at the Whistle Stop, decked out in 1989 sweatshirts and black 22 fedoras, was plenty swift but not quite as quick. 8-year-old Blake Hudson of Street, Charles carefully selected beads from a paper plate. She already had a bracelet on her arm, a gift from her 12-year-old sister. It was Blake's second Swift event that week, following a trip to the movies to see the Eras Tour on the big screen. "I think she's a good role model for all ages of girls," said Blake's mom, Megan Hudson. They've blown up when the Rock Roll Arena in Arnold announced its Taylor Swift night on Facebook. An exuberant Billy Layfield, who lives nearby, was one of dozens of followers who shared the message on her own page. "I've been begging the rink to do this," said Layfield. At 32, she is just a couple years younger than the star and has been a fan since the beginning. Their lives feel somehow intertwined. "It seems like we went through stuff at the same time," Layfield said. Rock Roll Arena manager Corey Neifert got the idea from a skating association meeting. "They've blown up at other places," he said, "so we thought we should do it. It's a simple setup. Make a soundtrack, bring in some photo backdrops, hold a look-alike contest." The Monday night session, with the usual $7 admission price, drew 250 skaters, about 150 more than a typical weekday, Neifert said. The pageant concert venue in the Delmar Loop expects a sellout crowd in January for its 4th Swift-themed dance party. For $20, the audience can shake it off while a DJ spins through the chart topper's catalog. Similar events by other artists, like an ABBA-flavored Gimme Disco Night, have been big. But not Swift big. "This is beyond what my brain computes," said Robert McClamis, the booker at the pageant. In Edwardsville, a recent Wednesday marked the 5th time in 6 months that the tribute act Taylor made filled the Wilde Theater's 326 seats, though almost nobody sits in them during the concert. Everyone is front and center, pressed up to the stage, ready to lend backup vocals to signature hits like "You Belong With Me." Mark Pilkerton works in production at the Wilde. He put the act together and plays keyboard and guitar. He had originally hoped to book 4 shows a year, but Taylor Made, led by Courtney Diamond of Edwardsville, has been playing about twice a month since the band's July debut, including a gig in September at Busch Stadium. Performances are scheduled for next year in Michigan, Arkansas, and Ohio. "You never thought it would go over this well," said Pilkerton. "It blew up. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel Jaxcey N24. Thank you for watching.